clicking on this Start Diagnostics button on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, you'll notice it's got a timer, and you're at the unit. You're being paid to solve the problem. So the minute you get into this, we recommend you start the timer. You don't have to. You can wait until you get all of this information here. Right now, I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to select rooftop unit not working. Let me look around here for a second here. You're going to see that the numbers are the most up-to-date ones. When you get one, you won't have all of these in here like I do. I've been using this for months, and so I've got a lot of the versions of this, but I'm going to pick the most recent one, which is Rooftop AC Diagnostics Roundtable, because there's 3 technicians that are going to help me on this. To video 107. Equipment type, of course, is rooftop. Service, there's cooling diagnosis and heating, but anytime you do a diagnostics, you want to do what's in common with the cooling and heating, the fans, the different parts of the rooftop unit, that whether you're doing a cooling diagnosis or a heating diagnosis, you have in common. So I'm going to select common. Later on, I'll come back and do a cooling diagnosis. I'm going to hit apply right here. Applied successfully, it tells you. If you scroll down, you're going to find your task to perform. It's a checklist. You're going to discover anytime you see this little cool dude with the sunglasses, that means that there is a training video that your technicians can watch up on the rooftop, while they're servicing. Think about this. They're learning as they're diagnosing. If they don't need help on any of these sections, they don't watch any of these videos. But let's say they get down here and check controls, and they just want to get some reference from what we call our roundtable. It's 3 technicians that we have on our review committee. Weigh in on it. All you have to do is come over here and click on this, and it will bring up a video. And you click on play. Little music starts, and here are the cool dudes, what we call our smart tutor review panel.
Tiny variances in the wire. So if the screws aren't all the way down.
So the point of this is, you don't have to watch these videos if you don't need it, and you don't have to watch the videos on all of these if you don't need it. But the sections that your technicians would like to just get, 3 pretty smart experts that have been there and done that. One of them still is an active technician. If you want to get their viewpoints, think of it as taking a pretty powerful knowledge base and team to the rooftop unit with you. Now, the whole point of diagnostics is for the technician to go through and check what they're doing. Later on, we're going to talk more about what sensory inspection of all detectable run items is, but for now, this is the one task that the technician tells the client, I listened, I looked, I smelled, I felt, I used my 5 senses to see common sense, what's working and what's not. Now, this particular task is for check gas electric source. I checked the electric source availability. Everything's okay. Operational, that's if everything's okay, you say it's operational, no remedial action required. No notes required because everything is operational. Go to the next task. Prepare the unit for service. This is something that I'll have some people say, well, senior techs don't need this list. Your clients need to know that you have a very specific step-by-step procedure that led your tech to recommend a $4,300 compressor replacement. So even if your tech doesn't need this, the client does need this, and it reinforces to the client that your tech took a procedural, logical approach to diagnosing it. So turn off the unit using tag and lockout procedure. That's a safety requirement. OSHA and other regulatory organizations, local, state, federal, require it. Then you remove all unit panels, okay? So the client's going to see that you did this. Let's go back up. Now we're on the check controls. Okay, I'm listening, I'm looking, I'm smelling, maybe I'm touching. Check for loose connections. Did it. Check and record control voltage. Did it. Check safety controls. Did it. Test control loop sequence for stable control at set points. Did it. Check unit circuit board. Did that, not working. Gives you a chance to either write text in, or you can put pressures, temperatures, whatever you want to. I did return the set points to original value. It is not operational, and I'm going to provide a verified solution in the form of quote to follow from Office, if that's how you do it. Now, this software has a quotation built in it. You may choose to have your technicians do the quotations or not. There's no right or wrong, but there's an example. We found an issue. Now, should we continue on with the diagnostics? That's really based on whether you can get the unit to run in the other areas without a circuit board working. So if you can, you go through this, and let's say that you go through all of this and we find no problems with the electrical, it's operational. We go through the start capacitor. We don't find any problems operational. We go through contactors. They all look good. Operational. There's a video you can watch on how to kind of look at and determine whether contactor is good or bad. Check indoor blower assembly. Everything's good. Check environmental fresh air. If it's got economizer on a rooftop unit, if it's a split air conditioning, it may have a fresh air exchanger. Go through and do all of it. You want to check all the boxes. You're being paid. You're on the clock on the rooftop or at the split air conditioning. Your client's going to pay you to be thorough. This is proof that you were thorough. Let's say they found it operational. And let's see here. Check cabinet conditioning. Nope, doesn't need cleaning. Damage, unit panels are not secure. Put new screws in. But it's operational. There's nothing needing. You don't need to do anything here. Okay. You could check the filters and say, please filters, it's low purifications. You could make a recommendation, recommend IAQ, I don't know, ion system, whatever you want to do. And then you replace all the unit panels and you turn on the unit and remove the tag. So you've got that done. And what you do is you come up here as a technician and you hit save changes. I clicked on that. I'm waiting for a few seconds. And I'm going to stop the timer. Now, you're never going to get this done in 7 minutes. I just went through it. I'm not actually doing the checks. It might be 17 minutes, or realistically, it may be 47 minutes. Whatever it is, the client is not going to see this time, but it's going to give the technician and the office an idea of what they need to charge for this diagnostics.